Will you be my sunshine? Will you be my sunshine on a cold and frosty day? Yes, I'll be your sunshine on a cold and frosty day. With warm smiles and great big hugs, I'll chase the clouds away. Will you be my rainbow when all seems dull and gray? Yes, I'll be your rainbow when all seems dull and gray. Everything will brighten up as we laugh and play. Will you be my bright star to show the way back home? Yes, I'll be your bright star to show the way back home. I'll be shining sure and true, however far you roam. Will you be my moonbeam at night when it's dark? Yes, I'll be your moonbeam when it's at night when it's so dark. My love for you will shine right through like a brightly glowing spark. I'm so glad you are my sunshine, my rainbow up above, my bright star and moonbeam, my sweet and precious love.
The story Sister Gracie had just read ended with, I'm so glad you are my sunshine, my rainbow up above, my bright star and moonbeam, my sweet and precious love. Did you know that you're God's sunshine? Well, you are. You shine His love to everyone else. You shine His light to the world. In Matthew, it says that a city set on a hill cannot be hid. We are just like that city on the hill. When God's light shines through us, it can't be hidden, and it shouldn't be hidden. We are His sweet and precious love. He loves us enough that He gave us a rainbow of promise that the world would never be destroyed the way it was during Noah's flood. He gave us the sun to shine during our day and the moon to shine during our nights. And we're like that with His light. We can shine His love and His light during the brightest days, and we can also shine His light and His love in the darkest nights. And we need to do that because this world is afraid and they don't have hope. But He gave us His light. He gave us His love. He fills us with His Spirit so that we can share that with those around us. Now we're going to listen in to a kids' flight lesson that talks about how we're like a pumpkin. Did you know we're like pumpkins? Well, we kind of are. So we're going to find out how in the next part of our story. Okay. Did you know you're like a pumpkin?
No.
No, you are like a pumpkin. So let's think about this for a minute. How are you similar to a pumpkin? Can you think of anything? How are we like pumpkins? Callie, how are we like pumpkins?
I
Don't know? Hudson, how are you like a pumpkin?
Because our heads are big.
Well, our heads are big. We have round heads. Pumpkins are round usually. Ours are a little tall and not so fat. So we're gonna figure out how we're like a pumpkin. So, what are we like before Jesus comes into our life? What's our inside like? Gooey. It's dark. Maybe slimy. Maybe our soul is a little slimy inside. So kind of like a pumpkin, right? So what happens when Jesus comes into us? It changes, right? What's the inside of the pumpkin look like now? Is it dark or is it bright?
Dark.
It's dark. So before Jesus, our inside is kind of dark, right? So here's what we're going to do. When Jesus comes into our life, it's kind of like he takes the lid off of our, oh, there we go. There it goes. So it's like Jesus takes the lid off of our spirit, right? Out of our soul, he takes the lid off. Who wants to go first? Well, I got 3 hands right away, and then one that was like, I don't know about this. All right. Hudson, you go to that one. Jada, you go to this one. I want you to stick your hand in there and pull some of that goop out.
Okay, I might have to take this off. Okay, I'm taking my. Okay,
so when Jesus takes the lid off of our spirit,
gross.
This is what he does. He takes the inside ucky out of us, right? Can you get it? Was that easy to pull out? Put it on the newspaper. On the newspaper. Put your goop on the newspaper. Try another handful. All right. Yours has stuff on the inside of it. Looks like bean sprouts. So you had something growing in there, didn't you? Yeah. So what does the Bible tells us? Sometimes bitterness is like a root. It kind of takes hold. See how it has roots on the bottom? Mm-hmm. And it starts to grow something. And that's not usually something good, is it? So this pumpkin on the outside looked like a regular old pumpkin, but on the inside, it's growing something else. Martha, you want to come over here? Jada, you want to go wash your hands?
Yeah.
Martha, you want to? Hudson, you want to go wash your hands? And we're going to let Callie pull some stuff out. Try to scoop as much of that out as you can.
Oh.
How we doing?
Pretty good.
A little easier, huh? Once you get that first little bit out, it gets a little easier. Do you want to put your hand in and scoop some goop out?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Martha, you want to go wash your hands, and we're going to let Emmy get some more of that out. Crawl up on the chair. See if you can scoop some of that goop out. We got more roots in here, too. Look at that.
Oh,
All kinds of roots in here.
stick your hand in there. Get some stuff out.
Oh, you have a big.
All right, you want to go wash your hands off?
Should I take the rest?
Sure.
Actually, I'm gonna stand and go there. There you go. I'm pretty much empty.
All right. All right,
Can
go wash your hands.
I want to try this. I want to try to get the rest of her goop out.
So Jesus takes all the goop out. Yeah, she did good, didn't
Hang
she?
on.
I want to get the rest out if I can or not.
There's a little bit goop left. So sometimes Jesus has to take a special tool and he has to kind of...
Scoop it.
So what do you think his special tool is? To get us all cleaned out. What is it, Hudson?
Some kind of sort of spoon.
There's still
A sort of spoon?
Yeah.
left.
Yeah?
Can I try?
Oh, I know. No. Holy Ghost.
The Holy Ghost. Good job, Jada. Ding, 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 ding. You're the winner.
Yay.
So Jesus fills us with his spirit,
I want to get the rest of the goop.
and his spirit helps pull out the rest of the goop we have inside of us. Maybe it's a little bit of sadness. Maybe it's a little bit of depression. Do you know what depression is?
Yeah.
When you're really, really sad. Maybe
But there's more.
it's a little bit of, well, sometimes I don't always tell the truth. Maybe it's a little bit of
That's a
taking
lot of
something that
it.
doesn't belong to you. Go sit back in your chairs, guys. How are we doing? All right, you want
We
to go
still
wash your
got some more in
hands?
there.
Yeah.
All right. So Jesus takes his spirit. Go wash your hands, Em.
I want to get the rest.
Here, I'll help her.
I'll get the rest
Thank
out.
you, Callie.
Come with me.
Let's count
And
one.
look, it's a little easier with the spoon than it is with the hand, isn't it?
I want to
I'm able to go in there and I'm able to scrape the sides of my pumpkin
Can I try?
and get all that stuff out of there.
I want to try.
We're gonna get all this stuff out of here. And then turn it upside down and shake it out a little bit. Sometimes Jesus turns this upside down, huh? Or at least it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yes, sometimes it does.
Sometimes it feels like he turns this upside down and shakes us all around. So he lets his spirit scrape, 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 scrape. And then he maybe has to turn our world upside down again for a minute. Shake us some more.
Did I get a lot of that?
Yes, you did.
Did a good job.
But what else is wrong with our pumpkin? So all this stuff is cleaned out, and we're putting the lid back on, but it's still dark in our pumpkin, right? I mean, all the bad stuff's out, right? But it's still kind of dark in there. What about the outside?
It has 8 marks on it. Oh,
It has spots, huh? It has a spot there. It has a spot there.
everywhere.
This one has a lot of spots on it, huh?
Even the bottom.
Yep. This one has some spots. Sometimes the spots, whoop, we're able to take it right out. Some of them, there's like a lot of spots in one spot. So what happens? What do you think Jesus does? All those spots on the outside that have us marked, what happens?
He takes them out.
He pops them off. He takes those spots. But what's left?
Spot.
Holes.
There's a hole. There's a hole left, right? But that's okay, right? Because that bad spot that was there, it's gone. We don't have that ugly mark anymore because Jesus took it away. So now, when Jesus fills us with his spirit and the lid goes back on our spirit, you think it's still going to be dark in there? Let's find out.
You got another one there you've already
trying to point
marked
to
in
it.
that one.
Oh, did I? Oh, and I didn't pop it out.
I tried
There we go. Thank you.
Oh.
Are you making a scary pumpkin?
Nope.
Nope, no scary pumpkins here.
It's light.
So, Jesus' spirit is like a light, right?
When he fills us with the Holy Ghost.
So he puts his spirit in there. Whoop, where'd it go? There it is. All right, what's going to happen when I put the lid on?
It's still gonna be bright. It's shiny.
I'm going to turn the light off here.
Ooh.
So sometimes we think when God takes an ugly piece of us out, we have this ugly part of us that maybe we were, somebody hurt us really badly emotionally, like they really hurt our feelings, or maybe they wounded us somehow in our spirit, and they leave an ugly mark. So sometimes it's painful, like the knife, it cut the spot out, right? So sometimes it's a little painful when he takes that ugly spot out, but look what gets left behind. It's pretty, isn't it? When you have that candle shining out like that, it's actually kind of pretty. Things actually look nicer because now we don't have that ugly spot anymore. What's shining out of us? Is it us shining out of us?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Hudson, what's shining out of us?
Light.
Whose light?
Jesus.
Jesus' light, that's right. So when he fills us with his spirit and he takes those ugly spots out of us, what he leaves behind is his beautiful light. And because those ugly spots on the outside are gone, and yeah, there might be a hole there, but that's a hole he gets to shine out of. Somebody else might come along and say, hey, didn't you have this ugly spot? Like, didn't you used to be really angry all the time because somebody hurt your feelings? And you can say,
And all that ugly
yeah,
was in you.
but Jesus took care of it. And he took that ugly spot away. And now look, now it's not an ugly spot. Now it's a pretty light.
Pretty.
All right.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Every day, every day, every day, in every way. I'm gonna let my little light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Every day, every day, every day, in every way. I'm gonna let my little light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Every day, every day, every day, in every way. I'm gonna let my little light shine. On a Monday,
He gave you the gift of love.
on a Tuesday,
Peace came down from above.
on a Wednesday,
He told me just what to say.
on a Thursday,
He taught me just how to pray.
on a Friday,
He gave me a little more faith.
on a Saturday,
He gave me a lot more grace.
on a Sunday.
He gave me the power to run.
So let my little light shine. This little light of mine,
Hallelujah.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Let it
This
shine.
little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Every day,
Every day,
every day,
every day,
every day, in every way. I'm gonna let my little light shine. On a Monday, he gave me the gift of love. On a Tuesday, the thief came down from above. On a Wednesday, he told me just what to say. On a Thursday, he taught me just how to pray. On a Friday, he gave me a little more faith. On a Saturday, he gave me a lot more grace. On a Sunday, he gave me the power to run. So let my little light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Every day,
every day,
every day,
every day,
every day,
every
in every
way.
way. I'm gonna let my little light shine.
I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna